Hey, welcome back to part 7. We're just outside the residence. From here, we're going to make our way back to our residence, which is back near the north part of the map. We're going to run forwards, but we're going to stick on the left path when the path forks. Yeah, take the left path, and shortly on the right will be some red capsules on that fallen tree. Grab the red capsules, carry on forward, take the next left, come down this slope. On the corner, on this little bench, will be a Higashi. Grab the Higashi, carry on forward, and you'll reach a shrine. Near the shrine, it's a baseball bat. Grab that if you need the weapon, or if you have something which is about to break. And on the shrine, I'm going to sell that Higashi. From there, we're going to keep following the path, and then we're going to turn left to reach 2 houses. You find a Yoken on the front of the first. Go around the back of that, and near the left side of the second will be a Remune. Grab that Remune and then go inside this small shed and you'll find red capsules. Once you've got all them, go down back to the kind of main path along this forest trail. Carry on forward and take out this enemy. If not, it's probably going to follow you into this next encounter where you have to defeat the enemy. You'll find out why in a second. But come up here next on the right, grab the bandage, grab a document, and that's the clinical trial. Once got them 2 items, the document and the bandage, carry on forward and you'll reach one of them big egg enemies. And you have to defeat this enemy to progress, because what you'll find now, sometimes there will be like a barricade, like a bunch of eggs, and you have to defeat the egg enemy in order to make the barricade disappear or dissipate. You only have to do it twice in this area, but you will have to do it a bit more later on. And now they can also spawn decoy eggs, so be careful. Yeah, they'll still spawn eggs which will spawn enemies, but there'll be ones which are a bit more purple, and when we get close to them purple ones, they'll kind of explode and deal a bit of damage, so just watch out for them. Like this one is purple. You know when you reach purple ones, it'll start to kind of inflate, like it's going to explode when you approach it. And then just keep focused on hitting the enemy. You've probably noticed they're a bit more buffed up now. There's like a stronger variant, because it's got more florals on the back. Just same as the other ones. Focus attack, a few light attacks, focus attacks, a few light attacks, and just repeats. If any eggs do spawn, which can spawn enemies, then of course try and take them out before they hatch. But when you take them out, there'll be a weapon nearby if you need it. Yes, on that little shed at the back. Not a shed, but it's got the logs beneath it, the log shelter over here. Yes, there'll be a crowbar just on the side if you need it. When it comes to crowbars, by the way, weapons and healing items, if you ever get into like a battle and you're getting really low, the game will normally spawn one somewhere. For example, if you run out of your weapon, it will normally spawn another one somewhere. You can't like hard lock yourself, I don't think anyway. Maybe it doesn't work in every single encounter, but it does happen. I have seen it happen myself. Now continue to down the path, go right, go up steps, and grab that toolkit at the top. Continue on down here on the right. Yes, go around this house all the way around the back, just for a tiny bandage. But it might come useful somewhere. We are going to be discarding some items again a bit later on, because we're going to get way too much in our inventory at some point. Carry on heading forward, following the path, and shortly on the left you'll find a rare on a barrel. Yes, there it is. Keep going there. From there up this branch you'll find red capsules near the top. Go back down to the front of the house, and now we're going to take the other way around it. Now when you approach the corner, be careful, so an enemy tries to ambush you from behind and will grab you. So when you spawn the enemy, just run back, avoid its attack guys, and then run to where it came from. Inside here you find a Omamori Suzuran. Yes, perfect dodges are now easy to perform, so grab that Omamori and then go back down to the main path guys and continue following it. As you come around here to the next fork, keep right and you'll find a bandage just on that bench where that enemy gets up. Go past the screaming enemy. When you go past the screaming enemy at the T-junction, take a left. The enemies will not follow you too far at this point, so you can just keep running away. Yes, come all the way up the steps. At the top you're going to find like a little shrine, and in front of it will be a document, strict mother's letter. Yes, grab that document, strict mother's letter, and also the item, Inari Sushi. Once got a sushi, go back down to recent fork and now take the remaining path, which should be straight on. Yep, so go straight on. You'll get past that screaming enemy, so you know when you've gone past the one I'm talking about. Yeah, straight on, grab this bandage on the corner, then go right around this little building. Yeah, grab the bandage, you've got space. I don't, so I'm just going to leave it there. Just showing you where it is. Yeah, go around the building, but keep left. Grab the divine water. Now, when you get around the back of this building, one of the strong enemies will spawn. So quickly come beneath this log. It will jump over this log, so be quick. But keep running forward, and once you get back into town, the enemy should eventually de-aggro and leave you alone. Yeah, once in town, you want to go right. Take the right path first, past the little blue car, and at the end here is a weapon if you need it, a steel pipe. Yeah, the enemy don't, well I guess he does, he's following me all this way, but he does eventually leave you alone. Go back to the branch, go right, grab them red capsules, continue around here, go left, grab the bandage, if you need it of course, and then head inside the park. When you get inside the park, there'll be a little flashback sequence. Yeah, you're playing on the swings. You want to go to back of the park and take a document from a slide. Yeah, letter from a boy. Yeah, so grab that letter. And then on the side here on the bench is going to be a Higashi. Grab the Higashi and then exit the park. Once you exit the park, go right. We actually need to go left to progress, but there's a bunch of items to the right. So yes, come right. And just over here will be a red capsule. There's not much left to do with this game, by the way. It's only about, we've probably got about 2 more videos and we're going to be completed it. Yeah, not much further to go at all. You grab that toolkit, grab the chocolate bar, on them sacks of, I don't know, seeds, animal feed, I have no idea. But yeah, grab that chocolate, grab the red capsules, and then over here, yes, in a small crate is a dried carcass. So that's everything along this kind of optional path. So go back to the park now. Now we're going to take the remaining path in the other direction. Yeah, as you go down here, keep left and you find that a rare item. Grab that one. And you should also find a divine water as well. Sorry, I think the rare was to the right. But then you want to keep going left and you'll find that divine water. Once you've got divine water, continue along here. There'll be a bandage shortly on your left you should pass. Go inside the small yard on the right with the 2 ponds. Grab the red capsules. Grab the strict mother's letter document. And there's also a first aid kit over here if you need it. Continue following the main path, take the next right. There'll be another document, strict mother's letter number 3. Red capsule at the end, and then save your game at the shrine. Them enemies shouldn't chase you down to the shrine if you did not kill them like I didn't. So it should be safe to use the shrine. So we're going to sell everything. Got quite a good collection of items now. Immune, divine water, rare, yoken, chocolate, tagashi, and sushi, and dried carcass. Yeah, so all those. And we're going to continue north. Now there will be a notice board on the right. It's got a kitchen knife sticking into it. Yeah, dirty kitchen knife in there if you need it. And continue on. So you've got another one of these exact enemies now. So you can see that barricade up ahead. So you have to defeat this enemy in order to make the barricade dissipate. Well, the objective doesn't update in this fight, so telling you that you have to defeat him, but yes, you do actually have to. So same as normal, focus attack, a few light attacks, try to defeat any eggs he spawns, which have enemies inside. Any which are purple, stay away from, because they'll explode of course. And just repeat doing that. So we don't have much further to go. We're going to be going up this hill. You'll enter your residence. That takes a little bit longer to do. But it's quite a good area actually. Nice little layout. And nice little few puzzles in there as well. And then after this video we've got to do treasure haul. We'll be back into the town and then we'll go into the final area. So yeah, there's not much left to do at all. And then we've got New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus, which I will be covering everything. But once you beat the enemies, carry forward, take your second left, and you'll find a Higashi at the end, in this little tiny shrine. Grab the Higashi, continue up these steps, you'll get to a large house. Go right, you'll find a weapon if you need it. Yeah, sickle there, stuck in the flower bed. And around the left will be a toolkit near the screaming enemy. That's all you want around here. Now when you go up these steps, you'll see 2 enemies spawn on the top. Do not go too far towards them because you'll trigger them. Just let them walk on a bit and then you can access the shrine without having to kill them. Yeah, let them walk on. I don't know where they're going to, but yeah, they move quite quick, so I don't want to be late. So once they've gone far enough away, use the shrine. And you're going to sell that Higashi. Now we actually need to go left to progress, but there's loads of optional loot if you go right here. So we're going to keep right, go around this house, grab a bandage, grab a Remune, go down these steps. Yeah, if you pretty much just keep going right, you can get all the loot and it loops you back on yourself eventually, back to that shrine. Grab a red capsule, come down here, stick to the right still. You reach a screaming enemy. Wait for him to finish screaming. Yep, then go behind him. And just over here will be a first aid kit. That's all you want near that house. Go back to the main path, keep going right. There's a Remune. Just on the step to that house. Now down here, you see these pillars. I have seen a sledgehammer appear here before, one of the weapons, but I'm not quite sure what makes it appear. Maybe if you've only got 2 weapons, I don't know, but a sledgehammer can appear there. Continue around here, keep right, grab red capsules, grab a chocolate in that little bike basket, and then grab a Ema. We're going to fully upgrade our stamina, by the way, and then we're not going to upgrade anything else until we've got over 20,000. Just so we can buy all the Imamari from the shrine, get a trophy, and then reload save, get it all back. Yeah, just make it a bit easier going forward, because you do need a lot of faith to buy everything for all the trophies. So grab the red capsules there. Now kind of going back up on ourselves, but now we're still keeping right, and it's going to take us on the other side of the road as we make our way back up. Grab the red capsules here, go through the back gate into the rear garden, go past that strong enemy, up a slope beside him on the left, grab his document, research notes. We've got a document, come around here to get a toolkit, and I'm just going to quickly dodge past them. Yeah, go back to main path, guys, and then keep going right. We just got 2 red capsules to get now, and then we'll be going back past the shrine. If there's enemies chasing you, you have to kill them if you want to use the shrine. But we're very close to the next area, which has a shrine right near the start anyway. So you don't need to worry about too much about going to the shrine and selling all your items. So come around the back of this house, you'll find red capsules on the rear bench. Yes, that's where I am. Keep right. There'll be another red capsules at the end here. I think I've got like 65 or 70 capsules or something at this point. Here's some 2 enemies, which were patrolling earlier near that shrine. So now carrying on north towards the residence. This house on your left, the next one you pass, will have a bandage on the bench outside. Carrying up the hill, a strong enemy is going to spawn here, by the way, so be quick or try to kill him. Yeah, so on the left, just on that brick post, is a rare. Grab that, then carrying up the hill a bit more. There'll be a bandage just near this house on the left. I'm not collecting most of these, but I'm just showing you where everything is. And it'll be useful anyway for New Game Plus, just having to know where most of the items spawn. Of course, new things will spawn, but just nice to know exactly where everything else will spawn, which is kind of fixed already. So got that other bandage, continue upwards. So go past the house where you have to go to, So continue to the house at the top, past some 2 enemies which are laying down and about to get up. Up here, go right around the house first. On the back right corner will be a yoken on a barrel. Then go back around the front, guys, and find the chocolates. That's pretty much it. All that's left is a red capsule right near the front door to our residence, which we'll grab on the way in. No need to knock, guys, just go straight through. That's it, red capsules, and head inside. Yes, this is the Shimizu residence. So when you first come in, head forward, and we want to use this shrine first, just up ahead on the right. So use this shrine and sell all your items. And then we're also going to buy another upgrade. This will be stamina. That should be stamina fully upgraded at this point. And throughout this whole area, by the way, you'll be going back and forth quite a lot. So any enemies you leave alive might be quite a problem later. So you might want to defeat most of the enemies you come across. I'll be defeating most of them, not every single one, but probably about 70% of enemies I'm going to be killing, guys, along the way. But anyway, once you're in that shrine, come down, go west. Yeah, go down this west passage just below the shrine. Open the next door on your left. Come inside here, and you'll find a sushi. Grab a sushi, come back outside, go west. Grab the antique comb on the shelf on the right. Open the next door on your right. You'll come into this room. Grab the rare from the table in the middle. Grab a document, note from Hinayako. And also grab a remune from this little cabinet. Go through the next room and straight into the one after it. Now this is the portrait room. There'll be a puzzle here later, so keep it in mind. Yeah, grab the red capsules on the left. Yeah, so this portrait room, like I say, keep it in mind because later on I'm going to ask you to come straight back to this room to complete the puzzle. We need an item first before we can complete it. Come out door to the north, go left again around the corner, and then take the next right into this room. Inside here, in this little shoebox, you'll find a bandage, and over here is another weapon if you want it, an axe. I'm going to swap that out for the sickle. So grab a weapon if you want it, guys, like I did. Then come back along here. We're going to be going clockwise again. Now in this large open area, yep, there's actually nothing in here. Couldn't quite remember, but yeah, that large open area. You want to open this side room to the large open area. Inside you find a document, certificate of full payment, and on the desk is a divine water. Grab a divine water, guys. Come back outside. Go back to the corridor. Go left. Then you want to open this next door on your left for the blue stripe along the middle. Yes, come in here, and over there in that pillow is a dried carcass. Go dried carcass, and once got that, we're going to exit the room. Go left, around the corner, and you'll find a steel pipe weapon if you need it. Now you want to go along the corridor going east. Enter the next room on the right, which will be unlocked already. Grab the Higashi from inside. And then continue going right. Now at the end here, there should be a red capsule, almost missed it. Grab a red capsule, then at the end near this door is a calendar. We're back to that door right at the end of this area, so remember it. So once got the calendar, make our way back to the main hallway. And we're going to go back to the shrine, guys, and sell all our offerings we found. Quite a few so far. So we've got Remune ×1, Divine Water, a rare, Higashi, Sushi, dried carcass, and a antique comb. Once done that, come north, and you need to interact with the slot on the wall. I forget sometimes. Yeah, the door will not open until you put a calendar on this little slot. So put a calendar there, and this door will illuminate, and now you can go through it. And this will take you to the second version of the residence. Yeah, on my text guide, of course, version 2. Of course, that one we just in was version 1. So come in the first room on your right, grab a bandage. Yeah, that's the bath area. And then come to the shrine next. Yeah, then once you've had a bath and gave your armpits a trim, go north and enter this next room on your left. There'll be an enemy in here finally. It likes to begin with like a lunging attack or a grab attack, so you might want to avoid its first attack and then attack it. What I find a bit annoying with enemies in doorways is a lot of time you'll go to hit them and you'll hit the wall and your weapon will deflect off, and I really hate that mechanic in this. Gets in the way quite a lot. So come inside, grab a dried carcass, go into the next room. There'll be one of them screaming enemies which likes to put all the red moss on the floor, which can make the tendrils appear. So take out this enemy next. And there'll be a sickle in this room as well, in that drawer. Yeah, sickle there if you need it. And then open this door. Yeah, this should take you into the southwest corridor. Take a left and enter this room in the corner. Inside here will be an EMA. Inside this area, by the way, there's going to be 2 EMAs, which is nice. Because up to this point, we've normally only got 1 in an area, but now we're going to get 2. So once got EMA, go back out to corridor, go left. Enter the second room on your right, which will be closed. Unlock the door. And inside will be a flashback. There's an array in here on the cabinet on the right. Yeah, grab the array and then grab a calendar on the middle table. That is the yellowed calendar. Once got that, leave the room, turn right and enter the room at the end. Inside here is going to be a room in that small cabinet, and you've also got a document, Hanako's diary. Grab that diary and then retrace your steps all the way back to the shrine. Back at the shrine, we're going to sell all our offerings we found so far. We've got a remune, a rare and a dried carcass to sell. Like I say, these enemies can follow you for quite a bit, and you'll probably end up running back past them later. So I ran past that one, and look what happened. She followed me all the way to the shrine. I think the reason I avoided this one is because I've avoided her before, and she kind of de-aggroed eventually once got to the shrine. It probably depends on how fast you are, your timing, what attack they do to begin with, because some attack takes longer to recover, so they don't get as close to you, of course letting you get further away. So sell all your offerings. Now we want to go down the east passage, slightly north of the shrine. There'll be a strong enemy near the end here, so be ready to take him out quickly. If you can start with a focus attack, it should stagger him, and then about 4 or 5 more hits, light attacks will take him out. But when these enemies start attacking, it's hard to get hit in, unless you kind of evade their attacks. Yeah, one of the worst enemies so far, I think, these guys. They're worse than the egg enemies. Right, got it. So once taking that enemy, grab the Shriveled Abura Age. You always want to get them, so sell for 500 faith. Yeah, grab the Shriveled Abura Age. Open this door next. Inside it, you're going to find the picture frame, which will need that portrait puzzle from earlier. Grab the toolkit, and also grab the red capsules. Once got them, head back to the junction near the shrine and enter the next room on your right. I'm going to take out this enemy, because if I remember, this enemy likes to follow me for quite a long way. Yeah, it doesn't leave me alone, that one. Gets quite clingy. Yeah, back to this junction near the shrine. Go right and go into the next room on the right. In here, you're going to get a document, a letter from a man. So far we've got a letter from a woman, a letter from a boy, and a letter from a man. I wonder who the next letter is going to be from. But once got a letter, come back outside, go right, go left around the next corner, then go right into this open area. You probably noticed by now, but each version of the residence is almost the same layout with some slight variations. So you'll find similar rooms. So this egg enemy I am going to be taking out. You might be able to get past without taking out this enemy, because this side room next to him, it only leads to a bandage. We could just run past it. But the problem with this big enemy, I was worried, is if you leave him alive, he might keep spawning normal enemies. So it's probably better to just take him out. Then you don't have to worry about other enemies just following you. Seems like they're just spawning from nowhere, but it's actually this guy. A lot harder to kill than that other version, the weaker type, without all the florals. But got him. Just going to get rid of the egg sack. I don't know why I was waiting to attack then. Oh, sorry, waiting for my stamina to recover. I think that's what I was doing. Yeah, so once got these, like I say, this side room, it's not even a bandage, it's a tea in here, which does sell for a lot, so we do want this offering actually. Yes, chocolate on the back here in the corner. So yes, in the open room there is actually a chocolate in the corner. Grab that, open the side room guys, come inside and grab the tea. Once got the tea, go back to the corridor and continue west and enter the puzzle room at the end. This will be the scales puzzle. On the left will be the red capsule, and then interact with the puzzle in the middle. Now this puzzle is quite an easy solution. What you got to do, put all the dolls with a head on the right scale and all the dolls with no heads on the left, which is basically 1 versus 4. So the headless doll on the first, the 4 dolls with heads on the right. You'll get the scales plate. It also spawns an enemy. We can spin around and run around it quick. Hopefully it doesn't chase me for too long. And once got that, go back to the main corridor, guys. Place a calendar on the wall. Same slot as earlier in that previous version. Yeah, put a yellowed calendar on the wall. And I can go through this door. This is going to take you through to residence number 3. By the way, there's 73 versions of this we've got to go through. No, not really. There's only 3. This is the 3rd and final one. But you do have to go back to the others. So when you first spawn in here, grab the Remune on the left. And also grab a document on the right. The errand request. Obviously, I've got them first. Yes, Remune on the left. And the document errand request on the right. Come in here where this enemy is waiting for you. She's bathing herself and she's a bit upset because she came in when she's getting changed. So quickly take her out. And then over here is a red capsules and a weapon if you need it. Very sharp kitchen knife. Careful you do not cut yourself when you pick that one up. And then once you've been in that room, come into the next corridor on the right, going east, the southeast corridor. Enter the room at the far end. Yes, and in here will be another enemy. So get ready to take them out. We want to come in this room because it's got a shriveled Bureau Age. That's it. Take her out, focus shot, and a few light attacks. Yep, grab shriveled Bureau Age. Open this next door. This will take you into the northeast corridor. Now there might be a strong enemy here. Sometimes he makes his way around to you, or he'll wait outside here. So grab a toolkit on the right, and then quickly take out this enemy. I guess it depends if he aggroes or not. So hopefully get rid of him quick. That was lucky. He's about to grab me. So once taken out a strong enemy, make way into the central part of the residence, guys, and go to the shrine. Now I'm going to sell all my items. I've got a Remune, a tea, chocolate, and a shriveled Bureau Age. 2 of them. So that'd be 1,000 faith. Nice. Now come this room on the right, just past the northeast passage. In here, interact with the cabinet in the corner, this bookshelf, and examine the book at the bottom. That's your diary. Inside your diary is a block of wax for some reason. Take out that wax, going to need it for a little puzzle later. Come to this drawer over here, you'll find the fragrant letter. Once you've got that letter, now you want to make your way northwest, but do not enter the northern door near the calendar yet. We do not want to leave this version yet. So make your way northwest, grab the divine water, and you want to enter the next room on your right. Head into the adjoining room. Inside here on the left will be a yoken. So remember, make sure you've got a divine water when we're in the corner of the corridor. Come in here, enter this 3rd room in this set of rooms. Take out this enemy, because behind there we're going to find red capsules and a dried carcass. As it turn her into a carcass, grab a dried carcass in the drawer and grab the red capsules. Return to the corridor and continue west. At this point, I'm pretty much just reading out what I've wrote in the text guide. Yeah, continue west and then enter the large open room on the right. Go into the side room. And inside here is a bandage. Yeah, this is the side room with just a bandage inside it. Yeah, grab the bandage, go back to corridor and continue west. Grab that steel pipe weapon. And right in the corner here, this is quite hard to find actually, this one. Grab that EMA. Yeah, grab that EMA number 2, guys, near the watering can. Do not forget to get that one in the corner. Once you've got the EMA, come down here, there'll be 2 screaming enemies. I'm going to take them both out. And these 2 are really annoying to kill. I don't know why, but it's just they like to spit all their acid spit on the floor, the floral spit, and they just cover the floor in tendrils. And see how annoying it is. The thing is, it stays around for like a good 10-20 seconds as well. But inside this small cabinet is some chocolate. Grab a chocolate, continue around the corner, and then kill the second one. You know, on further playthroughs, I might just leave these 2 enemies. Because these screaming enemies, they don't really follow you that far. Yeah, they don't really have a long aggro range. So you can normally run away from them quite easily. So I might leave these 2 in future. But yeah, to clear them now just seemed like a good idea. So we've got the chocolate. Now you want to enter the next room on your right. It'll be opposite a locked door. A locked door with a sign of a bird on it. Remember that locked door of a bird because we can come and unlock it later with the fletching key. Yes, enter this open room here. Now in here, you're going to find a inventory upgrade for Rashiki. Yeah, inventory upgrade, that'll give you 12 slots now. Grab a toolkit and also grab the propane tube. We need that along with a block of wax to get a key. So grab a propane tube, and then once you've got all them bits, guys, go and head back to the first residence. Just come back to this corner. You can already go into this one. No need to put a calendar on the wall. We know what day it is. So come through here, guys. And now you're back in version 1. So that's it. You just basically loop back on yourself. There'll be new enemies now which are spawned, by the way. So be careful. So back here. I'm going to get rid of this enemy first. Then I'm going to go over to the shrine. Well, I'm going to sell the divine water, the yokan and chocolate. And of course the dried carcass. There will be a beast patrolling around here. A strong enemy, so be careful. Watch out for him. Now you want to come along this southwest passage and enter the second room on your left. In here, head to the workbench at the end with the cooker or the stove. Interact with it, place a propane tube, and interact with it again to place the block of wax inside the bowl. It will melt and you'll find the key. Be careful, it's very, very hot. Lob a key in your pocket, and you want to come into this room to the north. We're making our way to the portrait room now. In the portrait room, there'll be 3 photos already here. They all need to be facing the right way up. So spin 2 of them around because one of them's already the right way. And this gap, place a portrait on it which you found and turn it upside down. That's it, and that will make a wall fall down, a picture fall down, and then you can grab that white bird plate, white bird and fox plate. Once got that, come over here and head back into Residence 2, and then head forward and back into version 3 as well. Yeah, so straight back here, guys. And back into version 3. So once back in version 3, there's a hidden area in here which actually doesn't show up on the map. Not sure if it's a bug or something, because when there's a map, everything shows on the map, but this one doesn't. And I've gone in the wrong corridor. You want to go in this northeast corridor, not the southeast. So you want to be in Residence 3 and come into northeast corridor. Go left, and this is a new passage. Like I say, it does not show in the map. If you open the map now, you'll just be out of bounds. So open that door, and open this door next. Yes, then at the end here, you're going to find red capsules and a omamori. Cuckoo! Yeah, the cuckoo omamori. Grab that one. Once you've got that omamori and the red capsules, go back down to the main room, the main corridor. There's actually 3 red capsules in that room. Did I not get them all? I think I didn't. There's actually 3 red capsules in that room, but I only took 1. Never mind, it's only red capsules. Yeah, now you want to go all the way back west, all the way around to that door with the bird symbol on it. Yes, all the way around to this door, and now you can unlock it with the fetching key. Inside there, you'll get another flashback. Now on the middle table, you find a yoken. And the final item we need, a black bird and sword plate. Once got them, now we're going to go and complete this puzzle and make our way to the boss. There's a missed trophy for this boss. There's 2 bosses basically, it's like a dual boss, don't worry. It's nothing compared to like a Dark Souls dual fight. Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, you just got a big enemy and a small enemy, of course. The trophy is for killing the big enemy first, so make sure you focus on the big enemy. Now you're going to come back into the first residence. I'm going to take out this enemy, because if not, he'll try to attack you when you actually try and do the puzzle. I've tried to do the puzzle, see if it kind of deactivates him, but it doesn't. He'll still be attacking you even when you've got a puzzle screen displayed. So take out this beast. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but I couldn't dodge in time because I was kind of recovering from hitting the wall with my weapon. I did not expect that to stun him because he kind of powered up, but it did. I lost some precious attacks then as well. Yeah, he missed me again somehow. Yeah, I really dislike this enemy type because they attack you too quick and it doesn't really give you much chance to get hit in. I think he only needs like 1 more hit. Look at this. I know, but got him. 1 focus attack, 1 more hit. Anyway, once he's defeated, go past the shrine, guys, and on the right will be a puzzle door. Interact with it, you'll automatically put in every crest. Now, the code for this is left slot wants to be the swords, top slot wants to be the wind, right slot wants to be the fox, and the bottom slot wants to be the blank plate. It was originally the scales plate, but yeah, it wants to be blank, so rotate it around. Like I say, left slot is swords, top spot is a wind, right spot is a fox, and the bottom slot just flip the remaining piece to make it blank. Go inside there, grab the red capsules, grab the pine tree emblem, try to leave, will trigger a cutscene, and you want to come through the eastern corridor, guys, follow it to the end, place a pine tree emblem in this door, and then go inside, and that's it. The enemies will not follow you through here. Now I'm going to grab a bunch of loot. There's a Remu in there. You got 3 first aid kits. I only find 2 here, but I've had 3 first aid kits here before. I'm not quite sure, but I think maybe if you've got 0, maybe 3 appear, but if you've got 1, only 2 appear. I'm not quite sure, but it should be 2 or 3 first aid kits there. Also, grab the antique comb, grab the bandage, and grab a toolkit from the small cabinet. Yeah, toolkit in that small cabinet, like I say, antique comb as well, and a bandage. Then you want to sell all your items at the shrine. Save your game if you want to, in case you mess up this trophy. And then continue on to the end. You'll find some red capsules. You find a Higashi on the right, and near the door on the left is a baseball bat, just in case you need it. And then enter the door once you're ready for the boss. So like I say, you've got 2 bosses, got a giant boss and a smaller boss. You need to defeat the giant boss first for a trophy. It's a quicker way anyway, because if you defeat the smaller boss, you have to defeat them both. Because you kill a small one, then you have to defeat the big one after. But if you defeat the big one first, it ends a fight. So it's actually a bit quicker. So yeah, just focus on the big boss. Remember, focus attacks will stun him quite well. But he does do some strong attacks, and they have a long range, and he can do some big combos as well. I think I've had it with these guys before. They can do like a 4 or 5 bit combo. And if you get caught in it, you're probably dead. So if you are getting low on health, just dodge far away, because they do have long range of their attacks. Heal up, and then close back in, guys, to attack. And of course, try not to hit the smaller person if you can help it. Sometimes you can't, it gets in the way. But as long as you deal the most damage to the big guy should die first, hopefully. Yeah, nice double perfect dodge there. And he always starts off spitting acid 3 times, by the way. So when the fight starts, run left or right to avoid the 3 acid that he begins to fight with. Always spits at you 3 times. And I think this is it. I remember that lunging attack. That's a massive range on that lunging attack, right? And if you hit his sword, by the way, you'll deflect. So try not to hit him on this sword side. Hit him on this fleshy side. Is this it? Is this the one? The last few hits? Yeah, it's not a really difficult boss. That's why you don't see me with like a optimal strategy like some of the earlier fights. But yeah, once you defeated him, providing you kill that giant monster only, you get a trophy. Just shut up for once, Dad. Defeated Tanaki's father and parted on good terms, which is a story trophy. So when you get his next area, you'll get that brooch automatically. That's a key item you get, the brooch, and then that'll be it for part 7, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 8 tomorrow.